Hey, welcome to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl, broadcasting you live from Fishbowl Studios here in Bedford, Texas. We are powered by the OBBM Network and sponsored by the Glenn Lawson Law Firm, the Wolf Pack. Ow! If you ride, make sure you have Glenn Lawson on your side. They are dedicated attorneys. They are not those billboard attorneys or marketing attorneys that are going to pass you off when they feel your claim is not sufficient. They are going to take you through all the steps and be with you through the whole ordeal, man. They are actually for you, not for the money. So check out the Wolf Pack, 737 The Wolf, 737 The Wolf. Want to welcome, man. We're gonna have a great show today. We got Micah from Micah Long from Texas Harley Davidson going to come in, and we're going to kick off the summer, and he's going to bring in some riding tips and how Texas Harley Davidson is doing so many events this year, along with their Hog Squad. We got Tattoo Mark in the house. Woo! Tattoo Mark. And he brought on a guest as well, so we're going to check that out a little bit. We're going to talk boxes. We're going to get boxed. What else we got going on, man? It's International Hamburger Day.
It is
which you brought to my attention.
I did. And I just got a confirmation right when we went live that our order is on our way. I DoorDashed some burgers to us.
All right. Hey, listen.
They're
where are they from?
McDonald's.
Oh. Those aren't burgers.
I'm on a budget. I don't get paid for this show.
Oh, so we got like Happy Meals?
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yes.
But that was extra. You know how much a Happy Meal is these days? It's like $11.
What?
It's like something like, yeah.
Even the people in the studio are going, what? $11. Where are you? Beverly Hills?
I know it. Even the dollar cheeseburger is like $2.87 now. And I got 8 of them. My DoorDash thing's like $30-some. So you're welcome.
Holy crap.
So these are gourmet burgers today for the cost.
Well, and you know what? It's International Hamburger Day.
You're going to like it.
And you know what? Rick McNeely doesn't own this day.
Or does he?
Rick McNeely owns like 17 different days, but you don't own Hamburger Day, Rick.
I'm sure he owns a meat day though.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
Butter day, tomato day, barbecue day.
Selfie day.
Yeah.
Selfie, yes,
yeah.
I heard about selfie day.
Like a titty day. I'm like, Rick, is this yours?
Yeah, you own this day.
Well, we're not talking about him because he's not paying us either.
Yeah. But you know what? Before we really get into the meat and bones of today, I want to give a big shout out to some of the people who've really supported us through the year. I'm not going to go through everybody, but some of the people that we've written down. It's Tattoo Mark Foundation. I want to thank Tattoo Mark and the foundation. Giving teddy bears to our sick and ill children throughout Texas. And he is working on getting 20,000 bears, which is going to be the world's record.
How close are we, Mark?
About 5,000 away.
Ooh, 5,000
away, man. So we're going to come
event,
up. We're going to bring on his guest and tell you when the event is going to be on August 9th and where it's going to be. And you can bring a teddy bear or sponsor a teddy bear. Mm-hmm. Then the Battling Betties, man. The Battling Betties are always supporting us. Can't wait. They got some events coming up.
What do they do?
Huh?
What do you know about the Battling Betties?
I know. I know a lot about the Battling Betties.
Yes, we do have.
They're Betties and they battle.
We do. We do. We have another event coming up.
I know.
Our third annual Beers and Betties. We just locked down the Perry's Pizzeria and Tap House off 35. It's going to be from 1 to 4, benefiting roll call. Every time it's benefiting roll call. It takes about $15 per meal to serve the veterans for free. So that's what the money's being raised. So everything we raise is going to help serve our veterans for those monthly luncheons that they have.
Yeah, and you know what? Roll call, which started out with about 10 veterans just hanging out at a diner, turned into a monthly luncheon of over 500. With guest speakers and everything else. And you have a lot of history in there, a lot of heroes that served this country. So we'd like to support Roll Call and thank the Battling Betties for doing that. Hunting with Soldiers, who we just did our benefit for, continually help our veterans with our hunting and fishing trips. Then we got Spokes for Hope. They're going to have their motorcycle rodeo coming up at Cabela's in October. That is an amazing. The Cabela's off 35.
Ooh, that's close to me. I like that one.
Yep, that is an amazing event.
It's close to me.
That with Spokes for Hope, they give away bicycles to all the needy children, all the children from different hospitals. They made special bikes last year for 2 handicapped children, and it was just so heartwarming. We're going to bring that event up. We want you to come on out. It's a free event. You could just come and enjoy it. Biker Down, Lori Montoya, who is now on a cruise. She's in the Dominican Republic. Where is Lori? But she's in Dominican Republic today.
In the ocean somewhere.
Yeah. Thin Blue Line, LEMC. They got a big event coming up in September. Cuffs. That's where you stole the golf cart.
What day is that?
It's in September. There's
September
30
what?
days. I don't know. I'll find out.
I hope we didn't double book.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
You still got a warrant for your arrest from the last time we were there.
I do.
She stole a golf cart.
I did. I didn't ask. I don't know if I stole it. I just didn't ask.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I didn't really get caught.
So
I did.
That's right.
It was all for marketing.
So that's the Thin Blue Line, LEMC. And then we got Homie and Friends. Homie and Friends and the Leaders, two groups that are amazing right here in the Fort Worth area. They traveled over 3,000 miles in the most horrendous weather. They got hit with hailstorms, rain. I don't think they had one good day in 9 days that they traveled, but they were in support of the MMIW, the Missing, Murdered, and Indigenous Women of the Navajo Nation. But they persevered. They went out there. They raised money. They raised awareness. So God bless Homie and Friends and the Leaders for doing that. Those are our Texas-based people out there.
I talk about the Leaders all the time when girls are new riders and they want to get with other chicks to ride. I'm like, got to check out the Leaders.
Chicks getting with other chicks.
Chicks with no sideshow.
You said it, not me. You said chicks.
Your mouth.
You said chicks getting with other chicks. All right. Somebody we were talking.
Twilight Zone.
Why did that offend you?
No, I didn't come out of my mouth.
Yes, it did. You said chicks wanted to get with other chicks. Play the replay, Angelo. Replay, Angelo.
Where's the flag? Fucking flag on the play.
Oh, there's an F-bomb.
No.
You can't. Yep.
Oh, I got 3 more. Damn it.
That's it. No more F-bombs.
There's another. Damn it.
All right. And then Lady Vice music. Lady Vice is she raps all about she raps all about our football fans. Check them out. And then Verve, Tim Clund with the Celebrity Softball Classic.
Can't wait.
That's coming up October 4th. We're going to be bringing him and some of the celebrities on who benefit on this game.
We got outfits.
Over 27 different foundations are charitable foundations benefit from this softball game, which is amazing. And then what just passed yesterday, which Mark was at, was Aaron Wild and Mark and Mike Kislak. Kislyak.
He hates when I say that.
I know. Choose to move. Choose to move is a new mission going on where get out of the house, get off the couch, move in any way you can, walk, rollerblade, clean, do whatever you can, go work out, but you got to keep your body moving. Keep your body moving. So those are some of the people we want to just give a big shout out for supporting us, and we support you in all your endeavors, man. Woo! Now you could talk.
Oh, well, that was great.
All right. Planet Harvest. Yeah.
Billy Ball.
You know, Billy Ball is in the studio. What's up, Billy? Billy, can you come on over here real quick? Come on over here real quick.
Come on down, Billy Ball. Get the tits up.
Because I want to. Bring the bag of tricks. Bring your bag of tricks.
She's got good tricks.
You know.
She does.
Yes.
She's got some stuff for your dog.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
All natural.
Yep.
Holistic greatness.
Come on in, Billy. Because you can talk about the scientific aspect of this better than I can. You know, I'm all about dog rescue. I have 3 dogs. Had
Same.
5 at one time. Pipple has a whole
Pipples.
bunch of dogs. And you know, we know that storms. Some dogs do not react kindly to storms, so we put those weighted jackets on them. They may not work. A lot of these dogs run into the corner. They pant heavily. And my dog, depending on the storm, can get thrown into a different seizure. And Billy, you know, I've tried all those calming things from Petco and all those different pills, and nothing worked. But Billy, who is a chemist, so to speak, Billy has come up with a dog treat. It's a peanut butter dog treat. And, man, I give my dog one of those before a storm and one during a storm, and they are perfectly calm throughout the storm. Billy, what's your secret in these things?
My secret is that I love making people and animals feel better as naturally as possible. Everything that's going on in the Texas thing right now, I would love to maybe come on next week and
Sure.
talk about how it's going to affect veterans and what is going to happen. But I got into this 5 or 6 years ago, and you kind of helped me with my business, and we'll go into that. But when you walk into a CBD store, how any of y'all walked into a CBD store
Yes.
to look at how much does a tincture like this cost?
Oh, wasn't looking at those.
Anyone know? Like something like this for a person will probably cost about $180.
Wow.
For your pet, it'll have less medicine in it, and it'll probably be more because these people know you love your pets. You're going to spend anything you can on your pets.
Mm-hmm.
And, people who've gone to CBD stores and been like, oh, I paid $180 for this, or I bought this, and it didn't work. What are you going to do? You can't take it back. The problem with a lot of this stuff, especially with the way Texas is doing it, is it's so overprocessed. You have this beautiful plant. You have hemp and you have cannabis. Okay, there's hemp and cannabis, two different things. Hemp, you can build a house, you can make clothes, medicine, fuel.
So many things.
So many things. Cannabis, you're going to grow it for the beautiful medicine that it possesses.
So many things.
So many things. So many different beautiful
As people like
medicines.
so many things.
But the fact of it is it is medicine, just like a tomato has vitamin C.
I don't want to cut you off, but is that the stuff that you gave me for the dog for the seizures?
This is the stuff that I gave you for the dog. And the hemp that we use, it's all the same hemp. The hemp that goes into our dog treats, the hemp that goes into our lotions, the hemp that goes into people treats. Hemp is hemp. It's not, they don't have a special strain that's like, oh, this is for dogs, this is for cats. This is a base oil. We use avocado oil because it's really clean and easy. This has the actual hemp plant that we make a tincture out of, which means we extract the medicine, usually with like grain alcohol, and then melt it down. There's also CBD isolate in here and a little bit of peanut butter flavoring, and that's it.
It's like everything you just said.
But
You can pronounce it, and I can show it to you. And so
the one thing that this is a
CBD
miracle.
and
This,
the munchies
this
and
is
the
a
peanut
miracle
butter all
drug for
wrapped in
all
oil.
dog owners or probably pet owners, because when my dog goes into a grand mal seizure, right, and if he isn't, they've been getting a little bit longer, lasting a little over a minute, and the vet's like, oh, you can't let them go over a minute because they're not breathing. As soon as the dog looks like he's going into a seizure, even if he's in the seizure, we take a dropper of this, we shoot it into his mouth, and it's like friggin' Narcan.
Videotape it.
He comes right out of the seizure. He comes right out in 2-3
I've seen
seconds.
that with humans, that video with the human.
the thing about this medicine
it's amazing.
is
It's amazing,
if
and that's testimonial.
And this is for people too. If you were next to a person that was having a seizure, like I said, it's just avocado oil, peanut butter powder, and the hemp and some CBD isolate. When someone is having a seizure, if you put this directly into their mouth and get it on their gums, every place in your body that is a red, wet, shiny surface in your mouth, your nostrils, and you can.
I'm not putting it in his butt.
They even have like CBD tampons and like enemas and stuff. But the quicker you can get this to like that gum line, the quicker it absorbs into your
You mean
system.
I can get high once a month just by using a tampon?
You sure can. You sure can. But you put this in there, and it sublingually, it gets into the bloodstream in about 5 minutes. Is
There's
what you
a
want.
whole
3 to
nother door
5
that
minutes.
just opened.
Like when you take an edible or you take something and it gets into your body, it has to go through your stomach and get ripped apart, and then
But
it
is
gets
it
into
really
your
the
liver.
peanut butter powder, or is it's the CBD?
It's the CBD. The peanut butter powder
It's just for flavor.
They like it.
It's just,
That's
it's
kind of
just
like
for
the
flavor.
treats.
Let's
It's
give
just-
the credit to the credit.
It's just
the
so
CBD.
they like it.
Right.
But it is the CBD. And I put extra in here so y'all can use a little bit less.
That
but it's-
takes him right out of the seizure.
It
then
does.
I want to go to this cream that
I've
she
used
has,
that.
Right? You can give the testimonial on that
I
cream.
love this shit.
I'm so
This-
glad.
I do.
This,
I use it on my hands, my cuticles,
Well,
basic
yeah.
stuff, but I know it can be used for multiple things.
Right.
Correct.
If you get cut, you put this stuff on abrasion, on an open wound, whatever, it will heal 10 times
better than Windex.
It will heal 10 times faster than any other store-bought item. Once again, believe me or don't believe me, I'm giving you
now,
the
believe me later.
testimonial that for my pets and for myself, This stuff is amazing. You used
Sideshow
it.
grade and pet grade.
Well,
Yeah.
just like, with this, I told y'all what was in this, and you can pronounce everything. What's in this is African shea butter, coconut oil, grapeseed oil. We put the full hemp plant in, let it do its thing, strain the plant out, squeeze it, and then we put some beeswax and additional CBD
harden it up.
isolate for pain relief and skincare. I mean, I work on a farm, and I'm always getting cuts and bruises, and you put this stuff on, it'll close up a cut.
Wow.
It got rid of my mother-in-law's eczema.
I burnt myself.
It's good
On
with
some
tattoo
CBD.
healing, with burns. I mean, if you got a bruise and ouchie, I use it on my lips,
I think
under
that's
my
why
eyes.
you gave it to me. I think it was Ocho Awards or something that we
Yeah.
were like doing something, and you're like, "Oh, here," and I
Yeah.
used it, and like literally the next
Yeah,
day it
yeah.
was like,
And it just
pretty
takes a
much
little
healed.
bit. And we use this on our animals too, if they get like a bite or they scratch or something, because it's all natural,
See, I need that for
and it works.
my middle child, Taco.
There you go.
She's got sensitive skin. My pit bull.
Billy, if people out there want to try some of your product, how can they get in touch with you? How could they get some of this stuff for themselves or their pets?
You can just give me a ringy dingy, 817-202-4838. That is my personal cell phone. Maybe text me because these scammers are out of hand. But call me, leave me a message, text me. Ask these people. I'll bring you samples.
Get in contact with the 99%
Hit
Radio
us up.
Network.
I'll give-
Hit us
I'll-
up,
yeah.
and we'll get you all the contact information
follows
for
us.
Billy.
But we also I also make gummies. We have the CBD isolate because Texas. But we also make the gummies straight out of the hemp, so it does have that 0.3% THC, which is so good for you. And since we are in the state of Texas, a lot of the veterans, I mean, when they come to you basically and say, I would rather be illegally healthy rather than legally dead,
Right.
then guess what? I'm going to do what I can to
That
help
needs to be
them.
a T-shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
it should
it's
be.
sad. The events I've gone to where you see a casket and it's filled with prescription bottles. And
Ugh.
people get up there and talk about, I was on 20 prescriptions a day. And they're like, I didn't even know what it
don't
was. And
take
I'm like,
meds.
yeah, they
I
gave you this
refuse.
one to take the side effects away from this one. And then you got side effect from that. So they gave you this. And at some point, you don't even know what you're
You don't
taking.
even know anymore.
I'm 53 and I'm on 0 prescriptions. The only thing I take is plant medicine.
I'm 40. We'll be 43 this summer, and I take nothing. Maybe an Advil when my back really
Yeah,
gets
and
fucked
Advil
up, but
occasionally
that's
when
it.
my stumpy hurts, like when my fake leg gets a little bajiggity, but
Fajiggity.
stumpy over here. But that's really all I take. And I'm going through the big M right now, which
Oh, girl,
it
talk
blows.
about it. No, let's
Shit.
not talk about it 'cause it sucks.
it sucks,
Whoa.
but it helps. It
wait,
helps.
wait,
That's a
wait.
whole nother
I am not
show.
sitting between two
Menopausal.
hormonal women here right now.
My hormones are
I am in a
fine.
dangerous spot right now. I'm sending out an SOS.
My hormones are fine, but my sweat glands, on the other hand, are. I can't
There
tell
we go.
what the hell that they're doing. But anyway, yeah, if y'all have any questions, I would love to come on next week and
Yes.
talk about what's going on down in Texas and this whole, they're like, oh, Delta 8's bad, Delta 9's bad, and, it helps people. So why are we taking it away? And it's because when they legalized hemp in 2018 and said, this is legal, this part's legal, this part is legal, what they did not expect is for people to take basically the Delta 8 and the Delta 9 you get here in the Texas shops. It's not the actual Delta 9 that comes
diet weed.
straight from from cannabis.
It's like
They
Delta
take
Light.
Yeah, they take hemp that maybe wasn't good enough to be used for something else, and they put like acetate on it. The shit you take your fingernail polish off with, and it's a synthetic. So this Delta 8 and Delta 9 stuff you see in the stores right now, it is helping people, but it is a synthetic. It is a derivative. It is not. It's like jacked up weed is what it is.
Wow.
And I mean, it's going to help, but if they would just let us have just the plant,
All
but then
natural.
All natural.
all natural, but because we can grow tomatoes for the vitamin C. We
'Cause
can
I'm
grow
telling you, ain't nobody
tomatoes
on
for the
weed
calcium.
robbing stores.
No, yeah, I saw a politician. He's like, no one
Nope.
smokes a joint and then go beats up
nobody
their
on
wife.
weed
And I'm like,
driving fucked up.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
No.
But,
Well, very good. Get in touch with Billy with Planet Harvest, and we will,
or you can reach out to me on Facebook,
Yeah.
Billy Ball, BILLIEBALL. I'm like this. So.
Her face is her profile picture. You
Yes,
can
so
find
just
her.
you can private message me or whatever. I don't get on Messenger too much because there's always someone trying to scam me or show me their teeny tiny ding dong.
Oh,
Ding
you
dong.
got a lot.
Ding
You get a
dong.
lot of dick pics.
A lot of ding
Oh,
dong.
damn, Billy Bob
Where
getting
did
some
this
dick
show go
pics.
today? Where did this show go today? All right, Billy, I want to thank you so much, baby
My
doll.
pleasure. And
I
I'll see
appreciate
y'all
it.
next week, and
Okay.
we will talk about what's actually going on. Maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
got it.
Okay,
All right.
you guys.
I'll see you
Bet.
later.
I'm going to go sit back over there.
All right, be good, baby. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then is Glenn on? Glenn? All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to bring on Glenn Lawson with the Bike Wolfpack. Right after these messages.
Biker Wolfpack Law is a safety organization founded by myself alongside Robert Howell with the primary focus of motorcycle safety, advocacy for injured bikers, and just general protection for those injured while riding motorcycles in the great state of Texas. Biker Wolfpack Law is a division of Glenn Larson Law Injury Attorneys, which is my firm. What's different about Biker Wolfpack Law is it's a community-based, event-based connection component to make sure that motorcyclists have all of the safety information they need, all of the legal information they need, and frankly, if needed, that full-blown legal advocacy in times of injury through no fault of their own.
One of our big events is we do ASM classes, which are accident scene management classes, which are put on with the Road Guardians, group of riders that are usually EMTs, doctors, nurses that also ride. And so they know what can happen when you're out there by yourself. And so it's a very intense class, like how to do tourniquets, how to get a helmet off of a person without hurting their neck more, how to get somebody out of the middle of the road. We do those a couple times a year, and the more safe riders are out there, the better it is.
The second division and component of Biker Wolfpack Law is to sponsor local musicians at bike nights or other community events that involve motorcyclists, but also just the community as a whole. And then third is larger charity organization events or rides to get out in the fresh air and have some fun. What I love most about representing bikers and motorcyclists across the great state of Texas is really one thing. It's about hearing the story. It's about going to motorcycle events, constantly meeting new people and making new connections. One of the reasons why I started Biker Wolfpack Law was to defeat and counteract many of the biases that are out there that, quote, motorcyclists are just dangerous. Make sure that motorcyclists are seen as exactly who they are, very hardworking, very responsible, and very dedicated individuals that deserve the justice that they need.
Here in the fishbowl from this chaotic day. I want to thank Billy Ball with Planet Harvest for really taking care of the 99% Radio Network with our dog treats and our people treats.
Are these people treats?
Those are people treats. Not now. They're not like Pringles.
Says who? Fine.
But all right. So let's get on to a bigger and better note on really somebody who's been out in the spotlight as Tattoo Mark supporting the Dallas Cowboys. But you know what? He took his fame, he took his notoriety to a different level, and he decided to say, hey, I want to help the kids of Texas. And what started out with one hospital is now close to 18 different hospitals throughout the state of Texas and moving even further. The teddy bear drive that he does brings smiles to each one of these children at one of these children's hospitals across the state of Texas. Mark, I want to welcome you back. The teddy bear drive that you have started, it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and people are jumping on board on this. You started out with, I think, 5,000 bears?
Yeah, I basically started out with like 9,000 bears because Frank's Speed Shop got 9,000 bears already, and it's just overwhelming that how everybody's pitching in and supporting. It's I mean, you cannot lose with this foundation. You cannot lose with this foundation, and that's why everybody's jumping on board, because it's amazing sideshow and the pitbull. It's just growing everywhere, and people are seeing it, and they're jumping on board, and I'm just blessed to have some amazing sponsors. I mean, incredible blessed, and but you know what? I want to thank 99 Radio. You guys are my family. You guys are my rock. You know, I love you guys dearly. I don't have no family, but I do have family, and you guys are
Family isn't always blood, brother.
exactly, brother. But
You know?
but you know what? Since we've been together and known each other, you two, I think we're up to like 28 Ks now or viewers, and it's amazing. And so I want everybody to please tune in to 99% Radio Network TV. I mean, they are amazing people. They got a huge heart, and they love to do things for the community.
Well, you know, and that's what it's always about. It's about uplifting the community. We are just the voice, and we want to give you the voice to, you know, if you're doing something good in the community, that's what we hear about. That's what we want to do. We have one of your sponsors, right?
Yeah.
All Storage.
Oh, sorry.
All Storage. Dylan. Hey, welcome, Dylan.
Hey, how are y'all guys?
Doing well, man. You know, as All Storage, you guys jumped on with Tattoo Mark and giving these bears out to children. We got an event coming up August 9th, right?
Yep.
At All Storage in Arlington. Tell us a little about what's going to go on that day.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a big event, a big summer bash. We're gonna be accepting teddy bear donations. We're gonna have a bunch of different vendors are gonna be there. 99% Radio said they'll be there. We're gonna have food trucks out there. Frank's
We got Randall. We got Randall with Lone Star
BBQ
Cuisine, man. Lone Star Cuisine.
Yeah, and then Frank's
got the
Speed
meat.
Shop will be out there. Obviously, we're always taking teddy bear donations for the Tattoo Mark Foundation in our office. So if you can't make it to the event, we'd love to see you at any point in time. Our office is located at the corner of Trinity Boulevard and Industrial Boulevard. We love for you to stop by and see us, but we'd absolutely love for you to come out and enjoy this event. Car shows, great food, great drinks, and just a bunch of fun that we're trying to get. And it keeps growing. Vendors keep getting added every single day. I feel like we add at least 2 vendors every day, it seems like, at this rate.
I know some pinups.
Yeah, we'll bring out we'll bring the pinups. You know, the bears that you donate will be given away Christmas time by Tattoo Mark as Santa Claus and the very lovely Pitbull as Mrs. Claus. They will be scouring the going to these hospitals and handing out the bears and bringing smiles to children.
Wait a minute.
And me, I'm the Grinch.
Well, we can give you an elf.
You could be an elf. You could be an elf.
You're Cindy Lou.
But you know, these children spend the holidays in the hospital. Some of them are terminally ill, and what you are bringing to these children is beyond, it's beyond greatness.
Well, you know, first of all, you know, I can't leave out God because God's the one that's provided me here. God still has me here. I was supposed to be gone last year, and I'm still here. I am here for a purpose, and that's to keep on blessing these kids with sponsors like All Storage, Living Spaces, Frank's Speed Shop, BSG Wraps that wrap my Jeep that will be delivering the bears to the hospitals. I am very blessed and very grateful and very honored. And this man here went out of his way to get us a, 10 by 10 or 20 by 20? 10 by 10 storage. Where am I going to store over 20,000 bears in a 1-bedroom apartment? It is bad enough we had 11.
You live across from Jerry World. You live right across the street
I wanna hear it.
from AT&T Stadium. Jerry, supply some spots.
He won't do it. He won't do it. But you know what? We were very grateful, very blessed that All Storage stepped up. He spoke to his district manager. She's all for it because it's an amazing cause. I'm licensed. I'm bonded. I mean, you can't go wrong. I'm the real deal. I don't do it for me. I don't do it for the Cowboys. I do it for the kids. It's all about the kids, and that's my mine is to be. It's all about the kids, and that's what I do. And I'll go out of my way, anything for a kid.
There you go.
And it was really nice yesterday with Aaron. I met the judge out there, and now it's all out there in Gransbury. Went heck out there. He already knew about me. So it shows you know what?
Well, you know, anybody who's a Cowboy fan, you got to know Mark, Tattoo Mark, the super fan of the Cowboys. And you mind if how many tattoos of the Cowboys do you have on your body?
Take a guess, Aisha.
I think
Come
28.
58.
28?
28.
72.
28.
Oh, shit.
Got
28 Cowboys.
28 cowboy tattoos along with the stadium. Can you show the viewers your back?
Sure.
Let's see it.
Check that out, man. Check that out.
I like it.
Yeah.
Not the stomach.
20.
That we are charging for.
I need to hook up with Flex for the stomach. I need to hook up with Flex, definitely for sure.
He's a true cowboy fan. He is the super fan. Check out Tattoo Mark Foundation, and check out All Storage right here in Arlington. And you know what? Come out August 9th to their event, and be a part of this. We're going to be broadcasting live from out there, and we're just going to have a blast. And it's all for the kids.
And we're gonna have living spaces. Girls come out there passing out the flyers. We're gonna have.
And they're going to sing in living
Oh my
spaces.
gosh, guys! We're gonna have some amazing cowboy cars out there. It's called Cowboys Life. I'm actually part of that.
No.
Organization. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. My Jeep will be out
Shocking.
there.
No
mine,
way.
Mine will be out there with Stars and Stripes. But these are amazing people. They're coming all the way from Austin. I got Sam and Tina coming all the way from San Angelo. I mean, that's what love is all about. You know, people that are coming far away in a lot of distance, it's not for me. It's because they love kids. And I told every one of my board members, you come on board because it's not for you to get publicity. It's for you to do it for the kids.
Right, right. This will be right on Industrial. What's the address? It's right off Industrial.
Yeah, it's Industrial and Trinity Boulevard. We're right next to the car wash right there. Massive building. The office actually looks like a
a
cardboard
box. Looks like a box.
So we can't be missed. And it's going to be from 8 to 3. So the early birds can come early. People that can't get up early can come late. We'll be there all day having a party. And like I said, it's all for the kids.
And for you degenerates out there, it's right where baby dolls burn down. So, you can place a flower and come over to.
You can park.
Place
Actually,
a dollar and then.
Actually, the parking is going to be in Baby Dolls parking lot.
All right.
And then Pitbull.
What?
In remembrance of baby dolls.
I'm asking you a favor. If you can,
Oh, I don't know. We just talked about baby dolls. What are you asking me now?
if you can kindly mention it to a Harley group or
I think I might know
group,
someone.
You know,
We may know somebody from Harley.
I might.
bring them out because I love Harley.
I have a Rolodex full
Yeah,
of
I mean
bikers.
Harley Davidson is awesome, man, and they were going to
Alright.
sponsor me, but it's just I just got too caught up, and I never went back. That's not their fault; it was my fault. And but you know what? We would love to have them out there with them. They're awesome bikes, and you with your pinup dolls, bring them out. You know, you guys are more than welcome. Anybody out there, come on out because it's for a great cause. And you know what? I mean, you don't have to stay there all day. We're going to have a jumper for the kids. We're going
But
to
you
have
can make it a great day.
exactly make it a great day and a beautiful day. And we're going to try to get face painting for the kids. So
I can paint some mean Ninja Turtles.
oh, there you go.
All right.
There you go.
Same.
All right. So August 9th, keep following. We will keep posting it. We will keep advertising it. We want you out there. Remember, it's all about the kids. The teddy bears that you donate will go directly to the kids in Texas. If you cannot make it out there, go to the Tattoo Mark Foundation, get online. You can purchase a bear to be donated as well, because we want new teddy bears, no old teddy bears, because some of these kids are sick. They really have to be, new teddy bears in the bag if you can. So
One last thing that all bears, the number one hospital protocol is they must have a tag on it. They must have a tag. If they're shrink wrapped from Amazon, keep them wrapped because then I cut them open right in front of the staff so that they know that they are new.
Yeah.
And last but least, I just want to thank you guys again for having us on. Dylan, thank you. Yeah. And you guys can go to www.tattoomarkfoundation.com. And I mean, it means a lot to me because these kids are fighting for their lives, and they mean a lot to me. And I still tear up a lot. I'm a grown
dude,
man.
you are making me tear up just feeling your passion, right? Can you feel that passion? I mean, I love
Sorry, I don't have tears.
I'll poke you in the eye. I love your energy. I love your energy, and I love your commitment to these children and to their families. You just do an amazing job. Mark, thank you.
Thank you again.
Blessed to cross paths
We
with
love
you.
you.
Appreciate it. Love you too. Y'all need a storage? Go to all storage. Hit up Dylan. They're great. It's immaculate. That place I would actually live in. That's how clean
I'm
it is.
sure people do.
Oh yeah, they probably do. But it is very clean, reasonable.
I may need a 20 by 20 after
you
this
go.
show.
Dylan will definitely take good care of y'all. But thank you so
Dylan.
much. God bless y'all.
Dylan, thank you from all Storage. Appreciate you coming in, and we'll see you on August 9th.
Always, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good
All
day.
right. Thank you.
Live studio audience here.
There you go. I know. It's great. Hey, we're going to play, last week we played a song from Lori Montoya, introduced to this guy, Tom Dunbar, who mixes music, and it's all AI generated.
How are you going to explain this?
I know. It's really weird because when he sent me these two songs, I was like, all right, who's the artist? Because we play on a third-party station.
We don't pay people.
We're always violating people's rights by playing their music. So I said, who's the artist? Can we play his music? He goes, this is AI generated. And this is how scary AI, how amazing it could be, but how scary it
starting
can
to
be,
rethink
man.
my path here.
I know.
Put a key
We're going to
words
play a
in.
song. Todd Dunbar created the music, created the lyrics, created the voice, and put it all together for this amazing song. Let's play some Scorched.
With AI.
Got a phone full of hey girl texts I'll never read. Tired of half loves, ghosts, hugs, and boys who plead. They say I'm too much, well that's just too bad. I lit the match and tossed it back. Now watch me laugh. I'm not waiting on a maybe or crying in the rain. This heart ain't a prize for some half-grown game. I'm going scorched earth, baby, clearing the field. Burning all the dead weight, breaking every deal. No more sweet talk, no more plans in the dirt. It's lipstick and leather boots, yeah, I know my worth. I'm done with the lies, done getting hurt. It's my time now. I'm going scorched earth. Got wild nights, wild friends, and a dream to chase. I don't need a man to fill up my space. Making moves, making money, making peace with me. Turn my tears into gasoline. So if you're coming with games, better turn that truck. I'm rolling with fire and I don't need love. I'm going scorched earth, baby, clearing the field. Burning all the dead weight, breaking every deal.
He got laid on the 99.
No more plans in the dirt. It's lipstick and leather boots, yeah, I know my worth. I'm done with the lies, done getting hurt. It's my time now. I'm going scorched earth.
We're winging it last fucking minute.
This fire don't beg, it don't dim
So we're doing Micah. We're doing Micah first. No, we're doing Micah first. And then, yeah, he's later. Bye, baby. I'm sorry. Micah, you're on.
Shifting gears.
Yeah, it feels like the later
This is one song. Then we'll come back in.
Scorched earth, baby, it feels like gold. Burning all the
They all suck. I mean, if you can ride a bike, you can ride that, right? No, it's like right in the crotch. Like, it's like a saddle. Bring yours to the one you were in.
Yeah.
We got time.
Scorched earth.
What? Oh, shit. Hey.
Hey, welcome back to the 99% Radio Network. We are having a blast in studio, but that's what it's all about.
Summer kickoff.
Summer kickoff, man. We all got laid in the studio, and it's great.
Not by me.
Not your mic got laid.
It did.
It did.
Rightfully so.
You know, our next guest, man, has been a friend of ours for a long time. I've personally bought 2 bikes and have had the best experience here at Texas Harley Davidson. I want to introduce Michael Long. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, guys, man? Ed, just want to say thank you for having me on again.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's good to see y'all.
It's a pleasure to have you
We
guys
like
on.
Texas Harley.
We love Texas Harley. It's
too.
actually one of the. It's the biggest Harley Davidson dealership, or is it?
To me, it
You know,
is.
I've never measured personally, but I would like to say it's the largest in the state of Texas. We got over 72,000 square feet, and we sit on 6 acres of land, so we got a whole bunch of bikes.
I have
Yeah.
to say, I compare the other ones when I go. I'm like, well, this isn't as big as that one.
Yeah.
I do.
women
And you
always
guys-
women always do that.
Well, it's size matters sometimes. And you guys do a lot of community events and stuff.
Yes.
I've noticed. Like, you guys are always in Facebook events and stuff, like new things coming up.
Oh, yes, ma'am. We're actually, I'm trying to get better at that, as a matter of fact, as we speak. Many of you, as you may know, I used to sell motorcycles. Now
Yep.
I'm in the marketing gig. So as I get better in the marketing, we get more attached into the community. And we've got a lot of events coming up the rest of the year, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, every
month
week,
we got something.
every weekend, actually, and then every Friday you have the hog ride out, right?
So the Friday lunch rides, we kick out at noon. You meet us right out there at Texas Harley at 1 Texas Harley Way in Bedford. And we kick stands up at noon. We go to different places. It's just me and a bunch of old dudes and go have lunch.
Yeah,
And
it's
I-
either like bars or like movie night and
Yeah,
stuff. I mean, you went to
we
the.
went and saw the Thunderbolts movie.
Yes.
Once a month, we go we do what's called a Screw It, Let's Ride dinner ride. This next coming up month, we're going to the Rosebud Steakhouse. So it's called
Wow.
it's called a Benjamin ride because you expect to spend $100 while you're there.
All right.
It is
Oh,
a
I-
steakhouse. It is upscaled, so put on a shirt and tie and let's roll.
The Benjamin Ride.
That's nice,
That's
man.
fucking
But you know what? That's what
slick.
it's all about. You know, it's community, and that's what when I moved to Texas, I bought my first Harley on Long Island in New York. When I came here, I went to Texas Harley. I bought my Ultra Classic, and then spent on 7 years on that bike, and then just bought my Tri-Glide
And my Heritage Soft Tail Deluxe.
from Texas Harley.
Well, it's a Harley.
It's a Harley.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow
But
it. It was privately bought, but
You know,
it's still
if
a
you-
Harley.
But I got to tell you, I am not, I don't have the best credit rating. I don't have, but everything worked out well. I was the dealer, the salesperson who
Did you
I
get
had.
the whole thing?
Worked with me, made me feel so comfortable, and it was the easiest purchase. It was easier to purchase that bike from Texas Harley Davidson than going through a Walmart checkout.
Well, wasn't
It
it
really
also-
was. It was so smooth. It was the most easiest purchase I've ever made.
Wasn't it also your transfer from a 2 to a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They made the transition very smooth.
they
for
definitely
ya.
did. And
It's different, but you can still do it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a trike. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's
I
a-
do
oh
because
my
I have a
God.
bad back. I have titanium up my spine. Like after a while, like I don't want to be like manhandling it, but I want more the retro style. I don't want the big like touring. I want the old school looking like trike.
they don't like
that
this-
would be the freewheeler. It looks like a
Yeah.
fat boy in the front.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I want.
But
That or a sidecar on it.
Oh,
Because
that
I
would
would
be
love to
pretty
put
cool.
my kid in my pit bull on the
yeah,
side.
that'd
Yeah,
be pretty cool.
I would.
They're pretty hard to drive.
That's what I hear. You can only do
Yeah,
like a
if you
right turn.
If you turn right, that thing's coming
Or
up
left
in the
turn,
air.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put the weight in it. I know. Like
fun
you're
to
getting
ride
talked
in,
out
though.
of. They look cute.
Yeah,
Look
but it
cute.
was it was a big difference going from 2 wheels to 3 wheels because
It's a whole
now
nother-
well now you're using your
It's a
arms more. You're
pull
not
and
leaning,
push.
but you know what?
Right here, baby. That's my
You
McDonald's.
go to put your feet down.
Come on.
You go to put your feet down. It's
Push.
like, oh, I don't have to put my feet down. My wife absolutely loves it. She's like, it's a living room couch, man. We are just enjoying the ride.
Awesome.
And for like, as I got older and my equilibrium is not as good as it used to be, you get nervous when you're driving on 2 wheels. And I felt myself taking turns going too wide on some of the turns. So I said I had to make the transition, and it was the best transition I've ever made, and now I enjoy the ride. I'm not worried about so much on the potholes or the grooves. I'm enjoying the experience of riding a Harley Davidson, where now I can really absorb everything like when I go out on the road. So I want to thank Texas Harley Davidson for really bringing me to that level, man. You guys did that.
We appreciate your business, my friend.
You guys did that. So we got a big event coming up.
She got cheeseburgers, man.
You're hungry. Well, it's cheeseburger day.
I just had 8
Flex one?
cheeseburgers. I don't know if he's allowed.
Are you allowed to have a cheeseburger?
Nope.
Nope,
No.
he's over there flexing.
Did you gave Angel?
Oh, yeah.
Angel's got one.
It's National Cheeseburger Day. I'm sorry.
You know, what else? You know, besides all the events and things that you do, you also give classes.
Yes, sir.
Right. You have schooling to
I
get
took
your
my
license.
class through-
Right.
Yeah, we
I
have
took
the
my writing
MSF
class through
course,
Harley.
basic writing course, absolutely.
You
I
give
love it.
accident prevention courses as well.
So we're,
I mean,
we're
we're
looking
gonna get
to
Glenn to come
venture
in.
further into the more advanced classes. Right now, we're trying to get our base set. Once we get our base amount of coaches, so that we can actually run it like a university style.
Right,
we
right,
can
right.
offer those more advanced classes. But right now, we've got the Hog chapter. They do their local police rally practice every week. And it's different locations.
Right.
But they usually do a good job of posting it out there. So if anybody's interested in going and doing the practice runs with those guys, let me know. Just come see me at Texas Harley. I'll get you in touch with the right people.
Now we have an event coming up. Are we allowed to talk about
September
that event yet?
20th.
Yes. So
We're starting. I'll let him because we got
September 20th, Pitbull and I are collaborating on an event at
Something
Texas
different.
Harley Davidson.
It's a little different.
It is a little bit
It's
different.
a little different, man.
So it's a little Betty, it's a little baking, it's a little gorgeous. And,
I like that. A little Betty, a little bacon.
Little
That should be a
classic.
song.
Ooh,
Yeah.
little Betty baking.
Little Betty
So
bacon.
we've got a
Little baking for
tentatively
bikers.
planned to be the Betty Bake Off competition, and we're gonna have vendors, food, all kinds of stuff.
Pinup competition.
Old cars.
You know, and that's something that's a little different. You know, when we talk about the stigma of the motorcycle community, right? We always want to try to break away from the stigma of, you know, not every
Leather and
motorcycle
rubber, dirt.
is all about. Every motorcyclist is about, you know, the outlaw life. We want to break away from that. We want to, you know, we want to make it family again.
Yeah.
We want to bring the family out. I mean, yes, there are some hardcore bikers, and I never disparage them, but you know, what we do is it's not about the naked girls and
Even though they're
It's about the
encouraged.
ride.
it's about the ride and it's about the fun
Community,
and wholesome.
fun.
That's what Harley Davidson is, man. It's
about bringing back
American
to the
made.
community, too.
You know, it's like baseball, hot dogs, Harley Davidson.
Well, I think what's great about it is because like
all American.
yes, but I think what's great is like you just give us like a charity event, like give us a charity. We're gonna come up with like a party for it.
Yeah.
And I think like bringing everybody out for an event for a great cause, no matter what it is, you can get creative as f with everything. As long as you have a good cause for it, it's gonna bring the people out. And
Yeah.
bikers love a good cause to ride for. They
Yeah.
love being out there in the community. They love like showing up. They love being in numbers. If it's about children, veterans, animals, anything, I
Yep.
love that they show up. I have to say, did we not say this multiple times? Bikers are the biggest contributors to charities.
We tried to calculate.
generous.
We tried to calculate how much the biker community brings in for different charities, for multiple different charities globally. The number was in the billions.
Oh, wow.
Was in the
Yeah.
it was
Not
in the-
surprising.
It really was in the billions. Here in Texas alone, we came up with just 4 clubs that have raised well over
yeah.
$2 million just on their
IL
causes.
did, yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
on their cause. America's Guardians for the Children's Advocacy Center.
Special Olympics
You know, the
and,
Special
yeah,
Olympics with
IL.
Iron Legacy, Southern Dogs with Bikers Against Bullying, and what they do. It's just, and that's just 3 or 4 of clubs. When you look at globally, we in the UK and in Switzerland and in Italy, that some of the people that are on here listening, you know, they're raising so much money. And these are hard, you know, when you look at a biker, there's somebody that's working 40, 50, 60 hours a week to support their family. They are not rich by no means. They are blue-collar workers out there doing what they can for others, and will give you the shirt off the back, give you the last dollar, and they will support any cause that's charitable.
And the women that ride behind them are big supporters. I
Yes.
mean, a lot of times it's a lot of the women behind them that are
Without a doubt.
you see- organizing those, cooking those meals for those potlucks and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, shout
Yeah.
out to all those, not the riders, but the passengers.
Well,
too.
that's what it is. It's a family thing, man. It's a family
The
thing. You know,
kids.
bring the kids out.
My kid's had a cut since he was like 3.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the events? Because I know you got events coming up every weekend
Every
at Texas
weekend.
Harley Davidson. You just passed the Memorial Day one. You had the Memorial Day event, right?
So we didn't do a lot for Memorial Day. Typically, it's not a big day around, and it's not my favorite day.
I
am a veteran.
Yeah.
It's a somber
Be with your
day for
family.
myself, so I don't feel
Gotcha.
like celebrating. So
It's to
I kind
remember.
of dropped the
It's
ball
to
a little
remember.
bit on
Right.
that. But we celebrated on Saturday with a front porch cookout. This weekend we actually have the Corvette Syndicate coming by. We've got over 200 Corvettes going to be in our front parking lot. They're showing up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Going to be there all the way until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I kind of stretched them a little bit, which is awesome. So we were going to have a whole parking lot full of Corvettes.
What day is
So
this
if you're
again?
not
Saturday.
busy-
Saturday. I'm going to be there.
I think I'm free.
I think we're going to have to get there and maybe go do a little live for the 99 over at Texas Harley and show what they're doing with the Corvettes.
And then next weekend it's kind of schools out for summer bash is kind of what I've got going on. I'm bringing the kids in.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna have a bounce house inside the building, and I'm thinking
Inside the building?
Inside the building.
Shut up.
Yes. We're gonna do bounce house inside the
Nice.
building and water games outside.
What?
I'm
bringing
gonna
my kid.
I'm throwing an all-out old school water balloon fight. So bring your squirt
Oh,
guns.
nice.
I'm gonna blow up put water in as many water balloons as I possibly can, and we're gonna throw down.
That's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That
the whole
is
point.
fun.
We're doing this.
My whole thing is my title is the ambassador of fun at Texas
I know.
Harley Davidson.
I'm
so-
jealous of that title, actually. I achieved that title. Ambassador of Fun. I mean, come on. That's a badass fucking title.
That is.
That's fourth F-bomb today.
I
Sorry.
know, no more. That's it. Put a cheeseburger
Hit
in
my
your
limit.
mouth.
I'm going to be a fine. Just kidding.
Yeah, but this is podcast. You're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but this also goes
Wink,
on to
wink.
but this also goes on to Apple and Roku TV as well. So
Gotcha.
He edits after today.
yeah, well, we'll cut those out. We'll bleep those out in
Anyway,
editing.
but yes.
We'll keep it PG-13.
Yeah, but the Corvette thing, that in itself is a huge car show.
Oh, huge.
I don't know if I can fit in a Corvette.
Are they going to be all new Corvettes or just all different
No,
styles?
they're old
Batmobile
school
Corvette?
Corvettes, new school Corvettes.
What was that, like a
It's
60,
the,
68
it's the
Corvette? It was like the
Vet Syndicate.
Batmobile?
Yeah.
They're the Vet Syndicate, so I mean they've got association. It's a very large Corvette club.
That's going to be a lot of money in that parking lot right there, man. You think
So
about
all
it.
you single ladies, you should come to the Corvette
Hell
show.
yeah.
Everybody should come to the Corvette show.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. I'm
There-
just saying.
listen,
You can look
as
for a
many
husband.
single ladies I've seen, single women in Corvettes out there, and there's a few of them too. So,
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's hot.
yeah.
That's
But
hot.
then in the after school bash, that sounds like so much fun. Where do you come up with the ideas, man? Do you just like
Man, I'm shooting from the hip.
shooting from the hip? Well, you're doing a
Shooting
great
from the
job,
hip.
man. You're doing
Not
a great
even
job.
lying. They were like, "Hey, just have fun," and I'm like, "What would I like to do?" And this is
That's
what
how
I
I
like to
think
do.
of it.
And I do like.
What do I think is cool?
I know I say FTK all the time, which F the kid. I mean, I love kids. Fact of the matter.
I
is
get it.
do.
I have one.
And the thing about the dealership is kids bring parents.
Right.
Well, that's
So
why
if
you
I
guys
can
sell
get
the little
kids in-
mini bikes and the toys and stuff to keep
Yeah.
them there for
Yeah.
$50
We've
for a
even
little
got a kids
trinket.
book in there that people don't realize. We have a Mimi and Mono book. It's a kids motorcycle book. It's
Really?
hilarious. Yeah, it's worth reading.
I'm getting one.
Fantastic.
If you've never been to Texas Harley Davidson, it's right here in Bedford.
One
Right down the
Texas
road.
Harley
I
Way,
can see them
Bedford,
out my
Texas.
window.
Yeah, you
Just
can almost see
kidding.
them from here. But
Like
if you've
Russia.
never been to Texas Harley, it is an adventure. It's like walking into Cabela's, man.
Come see me. I'll give
there
you
is
a
so
tour.
much going on. The staff is so welcoming in
Mm-hmm.
clothing, in maintenance, in sales. Just
You walk in, they remember who you are too.
yeah, they do.
I'm like,
they
"Hi,
do.
girl."
It is so. It's just so nice. Nobody's overbearing. No one's pushy.
No.
But they are always willing to help.
And they have beers sometimes.
Sometimes, and they got coffee, beers, whatever. Sometimes little
coffee,
noshes.
too.
Let's jump on. We're getting into riding season.
Yes, sir.
We're getting into riding season.
You're getting
so,
a hot,
hot.
season.
if you haven't been on your bike yet and you're just ready to pull it out of the garage, we want to check our tire pressure. We want to get some maintenance. We want to change those fluids, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something. What
Tire
else we got to do?
pressure, oil. Man, just really take a look at your tires. If they've been sitting, make sure they're not dry rot. Make sure there's no cracks. Make sure you don't have any nails in it or whatever. Just get it out. A lot of times just giving your bike a nice good washing will tell you where your bike stands.
Right.
But oil pressure and tire pressure, those are the two that I mainly worry about. And when it's hot, man, you got to hydrate. Drink water. Drink lots of water. Cover your arms. I like to wear one of those
The
UV
sleeves?
long
Yep.
sleeve shirts or even the sleeves. They've got those sleeves that you can soak in water, and they'll actually keep you nice and cold.
Yeah.
Like those things you put around your neck.
They make the ride more enjoyable.
Oh, a lot more enjoyable, man. I ride year round, so I'm pretty prepped for everything.
And he just brought up a great point. You know, you got sleeves, proper gear when you ride. You know, it kills me to see people riding in shorts,
And flip-flops.
and no shirt or a light shirt.
And your safety shoes.
You know what?
Flip-flops.
As Lori Montoya always says, dress for the slide, not the ride, man, because you never know when it's gonna happen.
I was a Floridian once, though, and have ridden in my flip-flops.
And you see mini girls in bikini tops and cutoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know that will all change when you feel a little bit of that road rash. God forbid.
No, it's not fun.
You know, it's uncomfortable sometimes in the Texas heat in August to ride with a leather jacket or a long sleeve shirt. But you know what? It is Texas. We do have some crazy drivers out there in the cages, so we want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves. When we get to our final destination or stop off, we can take off.
Making it one piece.
We take off that leather jacket, take off those chaps, you know, let your body breathe, go hydrate, and then get back on.
It's not as hot sometimes because you're not getting the burning feeling of the sun on you.
Right. Well,
Like,
that's why
it's
you
not
were
a bad
saying.
thing.
That helps actually keep you cool. That's
Yeah.
why.
I mean, think about all the construction people. People like making fun of them. Why are they wearing so much clothes when they're doing construction? Think about that.
Cool.
Keeping
Keeps them
cool. They're keeping their body temperature
Yep.
down.
So even little anything, even like light clothes like this, will save a little bit of your skin, man. I mean, you don't have to go
100%.
with the thick leathers all the time, but make sure you got some long sleeves on. Make sure you know, and a helmet, man. Wear some sort of brain bucket, man, because riding without a helmet is just it's a suicide.
Yeah. I always ride with a helmet, and I have full face and half face.
Same.
I only use the half face when I'm going short distances. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not jumping on the
Yeah,
highway
no.
with that.
I wear a half shell, which is just enough to catch my brain. But
Right.
you know, I should be wearing a full face, but I just you know,
A helmet is a helmet, though.
yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
It's something.
I don't mind my full face. I actually like it. It
Yeah.
drowns out more of the noise too, and I can put my earbuds on.
Oh, I mean, whatever
Have
you're
speakers
comfortable
in
with,
mind.
but make sure you have something on your head at all times, man.
Not just a hat
Yeah,
and glasses.
yeah. Regular hat's not gonna save you when it goes bouncing down the road. You know, Micah, anything else that you know we could talk about on events coming up? Anything you want to share?
Man, so let's see. The rest of the year is pretty much planned out. We still have a bikini contest. We got the Betty contest. We've got the Wall of Death in October.
What is
What
that?
the Wall of Death?
What is the Wall
How
of
are you
Death?
just not bringing up the Wall
Is that
of
that
Death?
big circle thing?
Yeah, that's the big
That's the
circle
Wall of
thing.
Death.
Wall of Death.
It's going to be the 10th and 11th of October.
Ooh, it's like a Fright Fest kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm digging
and he's going to do 3 shows a day. And it looks like it's going to be amazing. I know it's expensive.
Those are always fun to watch, man. Those it's like, I mean, they are suspenseful. You like, it's like NASCAR. You
Stand
can
in
just.
the middle of it. They go,
Would you do that?
I would do it.
You would stand in the middle.
I would do it.
You're too tall, man.
Which means you'll see me better.
Yeah, they'll see people that have to duck every time they go around that little circle.
But
those
is,
guys
there,
are
can I,
amazing.
is there some kind of thing I can sign so if I get hit, I make a lot of money?
Yeah, then you got to call Glenn Lawson at Glenn Lawson
Glenn
Law.
Larson, accident attorney
Accident
at law.
attorney, and there you go. So, you know, and that's what's great about Bedford Harley Davidson, Texas Harley Davidson, is that you always have something going on. If you have nothing to do one day, man, just shoot down there.
Yeah.
Check out our calendar.
Yeah.
It's on the website. It's on Facebook. Check those areas out. Google. All of those have our events posted, everything. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
We see all your posts.
And even just shoot the shit with the crew, man. Everybody out there is willing to talk, learn about bikes, talk about them, talk about how to upgrade your bike. Hey, you want a certain stereo system? You want a different, pipes on your bike? They all have the educational knowledge to tell you what's best
You're
for
not
you,
just
man.
a pretty face.
Yeah,
They're not.
everybody's so helpful, you know. In that.
Appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you, Ben. Do appreciate you, and can't wait to
I'm ready.
I want that Corvette thing. I can't wait.
I'm ready for the Corvette thing.
I'm
and
going
the
Saturday.
The ball of death.
Yeah.
And the water balloon fight, whatever the water. Yeah, the big
water balloon fight's going to be June 7th.
June 7th. All right.
When's the last time you had a water balloon fight?
Dude, my kid's birthday is like June 5th. That's perfect. I'll
Well, do
bring
you have
them
to
right
register
after
for
that.
anything?
Nah,
You
man,
just bring the
just
kids.
show up.
Just bring the kids and
Just show up.
just show up.
So I can just drop them off?
No, it's not a babysitting service.
Okay.
She's like, well, I'll just drop them off and head over to the ice house across the street.
Well, no, Harley has beer sometimes. I would just stay close by. Anyhow.
All right.
Well, we love you, Micah.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Don't
Thank
forget
you the
that's
whole.
one Texas Harley Way right over here.
Yeah, very close.
Want to thank the whole staff at Harley Davidson for everything that they do for our community and more. You guys are amazing, and you know what? The show is yours, man. Whatever you want, whatever you need to promote, you always come on.
Appreciate
we welcome you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Y'all
you.
ride safe.
The ambassador of fun, man. Michael Long. All right, brother. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after these messages.
The reason why I made the decision to found and open Glenn Larson Law is for one simple reason. Every single client deserves to have their voice heard, their recovery made, and most of all, the closure and the compensation that they deserve. It has been my personal mission and personal dedication to making sure that every single thing we do with every ounce of loyalty, honor, certainty, and absolute unity to make sure that our client's story is told every single time. This is why I founded Glenn Larson Law.
Me and Glenn go way back. We first met in middle school. We were in high school together. We also worked together in college, waiting tables our first couple of years of school. And so we worked in the service industry together for a few years. So that kind of kept our tight bond together.
At Glenn Larson Law Injury Attorneys, we are passionate about serving our clients by honoring their stories, their voices, and their recovery. Our firm is built on the foundational principles of honor, certainty, passion, unity, and loyalty. To achieve our vision, we uphold our loyalty to our clients, each other, ourselves, our families, and our clients' families and friends in every single thing that we do. We are dedicated to providing exceptional support and guidance, ensuring that every client's journey is respected and valued. With absolute certainty, we stand ready. Call us. We are here to serve you in your time of injury, to make sure that you receive the compensation, the closure, and most of all, that your story is told.
I was in an accident 12 months ago to the day. I was driving on southbound Santa Fe and somebody did a suicide left in front of me and I T-boned him at 45 miles an hour. From that point forward, I don't remember anything for the next 18 days because I was in a coma.
She broke 9 bones, lacerated my spleen, put me in the hospital for 21 days. I remember none of it.
Biker Down was founded in 2011 after riding several rides over the summer and seeing tragically my friends get injured, and I felt that there was a need missing in Denver and in Colorado for an organization that helped the biker community. As you may know, the bikers are one of the most charitable entities out there, and what we do is provide them a variety of services such as medical equipment, financial assistance if necessary, and a plethora of resources to help them stay afloat during the hardest time in their life, which is their recovery. You know, my biggest hope is that I'll never get another phone call that a biker's gone down, but you know, that's not realistic. So I think my true realistic dream is that we can help as many as we can help, because it is life-changing for them. Certainly donating and volunteering your time, and even if you can't do that, attend our events. You know, attend our event and get a $20 t-shirt for your $20. You know, those kind of things make a big difference in a small nonprofit like ours.
Hey, welcome back to the award-winning 99% Radio Network here in the Fishbowl. Man, we just had Mike along with Texas Harley Davidson. Man, he is such a great guy, the ambassador of fun. That's a great title to go to work at.
You can't be an asshole with that title.
No,
I mean, you
man.
can't.
But he's not an asshole.
He's not.
He's a great guy.
That's what I mean. Like, you can't. He's just a great guy.
But imagine your title is ambassador of fun, and you get to go to work.
I'm jealous
and
of
do
it.
Stuff that you really
It's
love.
on your business card. Ambassador of fun.
And you get to do whatever you want. You get to plan these
And then it
amazing
says
events.
Harley, and you're like, "Well, shit."
Yeah. I mean, the Corvette show that he's going to have this weekend is going to probably be amazing. You get to see all these
I think I'm free
different
for that,
classic Corvettes from old ones all the way up to new. What do you say, 96 different Corvettes?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God, that's going to be huge.
Yeah. There's a big Corvette. Corvette's like Harley. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there is a family
Yep.
of Corvette people. Like, that is a, I don't know, I want to say cult. But
You're right. It is.
It's a whole thing. It's like an MC. I mean, like,
it's a
they
whole
have a thing.
Yeah. Well, it's like the
It's
Jeep.
like a Jeeps.
It's like the Jeep community,
Yeah.
you know.
You don't see any, like, RV, like, Hondas.
Honda
CRV clubs.
Yeah, actually, you do. Yeah, you do, because they all, they jack up their cars. They put these, they're all the racing and doing the donuts and stuff like that. You definitely got clubs. But
We want to know
then
about
that
'em.
balloon, the water balloon fight. That
I'm
sounds
down
like
for
a
that.
lot of
I
fun,
got
man.
a whole artillery of water guns.
I
in
just
my
want
house.
to see what that's going to look like. That is going to be a parking lot full of people having.
I don't want
to
to clean that up.
Oh,
I
my
let
God.
3 kids do that in my driveway, and it was a shit show cleaning all those little balloons up.
My God, that's going to be so much fun. So that's Texas Harley Davidson. Make sure you get down there.
Yes.
Any weekend, they are having some
Bedford.
sort of event going on. Go check out Michael Long. Check out their calendar and be part of it, man. It's a great time. You don't even have to ride to experience the fun at Texas Harley Davidson. You can just cage it down there and just be part of the event.
There's tons of stuff going on.
They usually have great food trucks, music, and cervezas.
Cervezas.
So,
And the merch. I like always seeing what the new stuff is every season.
yeah, they got good
I'm
stuff.
a chick. I like it.
Right. Speaking about merch, we have the Lori Montoya shirts and 2 trauma kits.
Nice.
They are really nice shirts.
They're nice.
They're light. They're cool. They're great to wear. They support the cause of Biker Down. But we are going to be giving away 2 of these Biker Down trauma kits. So tune into the 99 webpage, Facebook page, and we're going to tell you how you can win one of these. These are about a $50 value. They are perfect to sit in your bike, to strap onto your bike, and God forbid something happens out on the road, you have a medical kit, actually a medical trauma kit that will aid to anybody who is hurt.
It's a good thing to
so
have.
thank you, Laura Montoya with Biker Down.
I'll post a little trivia or something maybe
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll do something how to
Come
get
up with
rid of,
something.
to
Give it
get
away.
them, to give them away.
2 chances to win.
And we're giving away these great McDonald's cheeseburgers.
No, 'cause I might have another one.
For cheeseburger.
I've already had 2. I could probably eat those.
All right, so
well, no.
Get on it.
Sorry, Flex is here.
Oh yeah.
Well, if I take away the bun, if I just eat the meat and the pickle.
This really is not really meat. I don't even want to say, but
you talk
it's
about
probably
McDonald's
really
like
not the leanest meat. And Flex, I want to welcome from our biker fitness segment, Flex. Man,
Well, that's another thing to talk about when you go out.
He's looking at us as we.
Because this is like a go-to.
Every time I come on the show,
before
my segment starts,
We-
they put the
do completely opposite of what you're here for.
put food in front of me, and it's like, oh yeah, here, let's show this on the show, and then let's
that's
come
right.
in and
It's
talk
like
business.
barbecue.
We had Johnny Rizzo on
Yeah,
the
we
show.
had the barbecue.
It was funny. I was speaking to Johnny Rizzo with Motorcycle Mayhem the other day, and he felt so bad. He was like, he was doing his show, and he was talking about the 99, and when they were here, and the barbecue that Randall brought, and he's like, he was like trying to eat, and then he saw you looking at him. He was like trying to push it away, and then he just said, "Screw it, I'm eating it." And he was
I did not feel bad at all. I did not.
Johnny was like, "Oh man," but he ended up eating. He said, "Forget
When
it."
in
I'm
Texas,
eating.
like when in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome.
Eat the barbecue.
So, Flex, welcome. You got some good stuff, coming up. You were thinking about doing some different events, and but tell us about listen. Let's talk about burgers.
I do have a question about that.
Let's really talk about burgers because this is what The normal biker is going to stop and eat on the road.
Well, my question going along with what you're saying is like if you're going, because you're going with a group most of the time. You're with a crew. You're going somewhere. You normally don't have the say on the healthy restaurant to go to. So maybe getting some kind of post or some knowledge to people like when they go to regular restaurants, like crap, they're going here again because that's what most of them like. What can I order?
Well, with the burgers, you can always, be protein friendly, where they either do it with the lettuce, kill the bun, because
will McDonald's do a lettuce wrap?
Huh? I'll bring your own lettuce. No, I'm just kidding. I would say this, and I talk a lot, and I don't want you to think that it's something where you just have to cut out all the delicious foods and everything. One, it's about portion size, but my thing is this: is when you're on the road, I want you to fuel, for the ride, but at the same time, if you don't hit your calorie intake for the day, in the beginning, a calorie is a calorie. Okay. Now, preferably not empty calories like alcohol, but what I am saying is if you're going to fuel and you want a cheeseburger, okay, look at the calories on that. Understand how long that you're riding. Understand what your body has a certain amount of calories it needs to take in on a daily basis to maintain where you're at or whether you want to lose or gain weight. My suggestion is if it's not about, if you don't have a high risk, you're not diabetic, you don't have high risk of, heart disease, things of that nature. If you want to eat a burger, eat a burger. Just understand that after you hit your daily calorie intake, everything else is surpassed. Now the body's going to be storing. What is it going to store? It's going to store the fat. So to break it down, no, you don't have to have, you don't have to be 100% fit and cut everything out. But I would say, understand what your daily calories need to be. Enjoy those foods that you want, but within moderation. So you get the calories that you want, you get to enjoy those foods, and you get to, but once again, prepare for the ride.
But see, you're saying like know your calorie intake. Now, when you say that to me, I'm going, well, how the hell am I going to know that?
Real easy. Let's do it this way. If if you'll take 11 times your weight, that'll give you a ballpark of
let's say I'm 170.
Okay, 170 times 11. What's your math?
I'm not fucking doing the math. Do the math.
Okay. So let's just say this: if you weigh 200 pounds,
okay,
all right, what would that be?
2,200 pounds. 2,200 calories.
So if you look, if you weigh that 200, you go with that amount of calories, you can't go wrong. You really can't. If you're if you're trying to break down and you're trying to lose weight, gain, or build muscle, then let's talk about it in more detail. But a rule of thumb: if you take 11 times your weight, that's what your calories you need to be.
That's what your calorie intake should be.
Yes, sir.
Each and every day. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of the fast food places do. Most of them put a calorie thing in there.
And that's where that comes in. Is if you're eat half. Portion sizes are so big today. Cut half. Take half of it to go and eat half of it there.
Right, but
spread that milk.
And here's another thing. Like, so you're out on the road. You're gearing up to do say 300 miles, right? So you're gonna stop at McDonald's or any hamburger joint. You're gonna grab these
313 calories and and I ate 2 of them on air.
So this is actually going to weigh
626 calories. I did the math on that one.
This is actually going to weigh you down, get you tired. It's gonna make you sluggish because of the bread and everything else. So you wanna eat something that's gonna energize you, something that's gonna.
They need to put that right on right here.
Something that's gonna fuel you for the ride, because nobody likes to ride with it's like eating a ton of turkey dinner.
But also know that bikers don't like to be told what to do either.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that being said, I know a lot of you, they're like, I'm not trying to win a fitness contest. I get it. Focus on your moderations on your calories. Understand, as the older we get, there's things that are creeping up, and if you're overweight or you're struggling with the diabetes, you're struggling with heart disease, high blood pressure, yeah, food's a big component in that. You're going to want to watch. Now, I will say this on the flip side. Did some research this weekend looking at, how we ride our bikes. And, I always talk about prepare for the ride and, what's the best way to work out for it. But do we ever think about we are getting a workout when we're on the ride? You ever think about that?
Well, the muscles you have to balance. I mean,
silly. I just went to the tri-glide.
I mean, all the Kegels I'm doing, holding on.
Definitely getting a lot more shoulder workout and arm workout on the Tri-Glide.
Okay.
Oh, well, definitely with the Tri.
It's a different ride. It's a different ride.
And I looked at that, and you looked at what it does to your cognitive thinking. They compared it to how a grandmaster prepares for a chess game, and you think about when you're on the road. It's not only you have to be one with your body and your bike, but you have to. What is this car going to do? You have to play chess when you're on the road if you're a good rider. And also another thing that I found is a lot of people look to pay all this money to be present in life, how to be present. They'll go and do yoga and things of that nature. You'll never be more, and it's proven, you'll never be more present as when you're on the bike. You can't drift off.
Yeah, true.
You have to be there. So the cool thing is, they said a 20-minute ride on a bike is equivalent to a 20-minute brisk walk, because everything's working as one. Your core, your legs, you're focusing on balance. Everything from your cognitive, and then if you got a big bike, well, now you're weight training.
Right. Well, you bring up a great point, because like as we get older, right, cognitive thinking and mental status is important, because that, as long as your brain is functioning, and it's been proven that if you do crossword puzzles or if you're doing the Sudoku puzzles, it stops, it kind of slows down the effects of Alzheimer's or mental health issues later on in life, forgetfulness.
Brain games.
Brain games, whatever.
Brain games
Yeah.
all the time.
So if
you're
every
working
time
out your brain.
So if every time you get on the bike, you're actually working your brain.
Right. Without a doubt.
No, it's the hand-eye. It's all. It's everything.
So to my bike riders out there, I know I talk a lot of crap about taking care of yourself, but that ride in itself, that is a good workout. Stay on that, because not only that, but what it does to your dopamines, your stress level. Instead of screaming into a pillow, go get on your bike and ride for a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's a reason they call it wind therapy.
You'll be screaming at the Texas
Definitely.
drivers in the cages.
It is wind therapy.
It's
is
still wind
definitely
therapy. It's
It is.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wind therapy is definitely a thing. Definitely a thing.
So, couple things. One, I wanted to throw something out there for our viewers, and I'd love to hear the feedback on it. But I'd like to see who are fit riders out there. If you know somebody that's not only takes their riding seriously, and I don't care whether it's a Harley to a crotch rocket. I want to know who's out there that's in that gym, that's living the lifestyle. Who's somebody that you can recommend that for our fitness, our fitness biker of the month.
Ooh.
So I want to hear who that is, and pictures, testimonials, whatever. Send it in, email us, let us know, and we're going to pick that one. We're going to pick that one person. We're going to have them out on the show. We're going to do a photo shoot. We're going to get a day in the gym with Flex, and we're going to have some good stuff to do with that.
Do that once a month.
We're going to do that once a month.
Ooh, we can do a calendar.
I was just thinking that.
And at the end of the year, yes, we will have our calendar. Yes.
We can take all those. We can take all those people the once a month and put a calendar together, and we can use that calendar to raise funds for a charity.
Motivation.
I like it.
So it's twofold. It's twofold.
I agree.
Definitely do that.
So I'd love to hear your feedback, guys. If you don't usually
men or women, right?
Men or
doesn't-
women,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
absolutely. Let's
Preferably-
see.
no, I'm just
Here's that's walking the walk, talking the talk. I want to see those those badass riders out
Well, I
there.
think like what you're trying to also prove. It's not like look at me. It's also I've been a rider. I can ride these rides. I've done this. I've tweaked these things. I can help you because I live the lifestyle. It's not just like, hey, look at me, I'm buff on the bike.
Right,
It's,
right,
I'm
right,
able to
right.
live the same lifestyle you are, but these are the small tweaks I can do, and this is what I can
Exactly,
achieve. I think it's more
exactly.
the goal of what we're trying to prove on what this mission
And
is.
I want different ages, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because I promise you, there's some 60-year-old out there that look amazing, that can
Hell
run
yeah.
circles around us. I want to talk about that. I want to get their testimony. I want to see what's their secret to success.
A lot of them will say
We're going
wine.
to have those out. And at the end of the year, you'll have a calendar, and we'll be a little more smarter on the road.
Yeah, and you know what? And you're doing it. We'll do it for a charity. We'll do it for a charity, and we'll raise some funds. And you'll be part. It's something bigger than yourself, man. And like you said, it's not telling people how to live. It's showing people a different way, giving people options. Because
Well,
there
it's
are
like the
people out there that are
inspiration is
probably
like-
getting off the bike going, man, my friggin' back hurts after a 50 or 100-mile ride. My back hurts, my leg hurts.
And
you know
I'm
what?
one of those people like I don't like it's forced in my face like this is what you should do. I
Right.
don't like that. I don't like when people come at me like that. I want to like maybe see other people doing it. I'm like, "Oh, well, what do they do?" And I look and I research myself. So that's kind of like a introduction to people. Like you're not throwing it at them like saying, "Hey, this is how you need to do it." But hey, here's some options. These are some cool people that have done this.
Right.
Oh, and if you're going to send a
inspiration,
picture
you
of
know?
the people that you recommend for the show, send them with a picture with their bike too. I think that would add.
Yeah.
that'd be
Bike
an added-
and they got to be clothed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll send it to us. We'll post it on our page, and you know what? What we'll do is
We'll vote.
We'll let
We'll have a flex
We'll
off.
have a Mr.
We'll
and
let-
Mrs. Olympo
we'll let-
99 championship
We'll
thing.
let the viewers vote on who should be picked for the month. Well,
Misfit 99.
yeah,
You know what? I think
love
it would be cool at the end of the year. We have all 12 of them to come back, and we do a crowd favorite, and we maybe have some cash and prizes.
That sounds like a great
sounds like
idea.
a-
Yeah,
I think that'd be fun.
yeah. We'll get everybody involved, man, because that's what it is, man. When the rubber meets the road, we make a difference together in the motorcycle community, Jeep community, runners community, wherever you are making a difference. You're putting rubber on that road. We want to hear about it. We want to be part of it, and we want to highlight it. You know, because that's what the 99% Radio Network is all about, man. It's giving it forward, giving you a voice.
Straightening those crowns and giving credit to people that deserve it.
Yeah, exactly, man. And no shame in that game. Just be a better version of yourself. Because so many people feel like, I can do better, but they need that little push.
Well, it's every day. You just got to take it day by day. Don't beat yourself up about like the things
Right.
that you can do like in months. Just every day, try to do better. Don't
Really
worry about-
can't change yesterday, and tomorrow really doesn't exist. So live today. Live in the moment.
That's one thing. A mentor always told me. He said, "You can have a bad day. You can have a bad week, bad month. You don't have to have a bad year."
Right.
Really don't.
Live like a dog, man. A dog lives in the present at all times, man. A dog doesn't remember yesterday, and he doesn't know that the tomorrow even exists, right? So live for today, like you said, man. Live in the moment, like you're on a bike every single day.
I agree with that.
We'll mentally stimulate the mind. We got Mongo on. Mongo's on. We're going to be bringing in.
I love that we just see a thumbs up from nowhere.
Yeah. We're going to be bringing Mongo on in about 5 minutes. And Mongo's another one, man. Mongo's in amazing shape. Actually, let's bring Mongo on right now before.
Mongo's got
Mongo
some
works
guns,
out. Mongo works
man.
out every single day. So let's bring Mongo on. Make him part of the conversation.
Don't let that cowboy hat and cigars fool you.
What? Yeah, and he drinks.
He's a fit motherfucker right
He
there.
is. Mongo, what's going on, brother?
Oh, just another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise. I don't know if you've been listening to the conversation, but you're in pretty decent shape for a guy who's been shot 3 times and half paralyzed, but you still go out to the gym and work out and do your thing each and every day.
Hey, I was there at 7 o'clock this morning. I had to go early today because I got the show this afternoon. But yeah, every day.
And you and Roxy now have also got on a healthier living diet as well, correct?
Yes, Roxy is actually pretty strict with fixing good dinners for us. And I will cut a vegetable and fruit tray along with some cheese and crackers that last throughout the day. And then whatever doesn't get eaten, I put in the refrigerator, and I have that for breakfast along with something else that's usually good for me in the morning before I go to the gym. So it all gets eaten, but that way we can snack on a carrot stick.
Let's see those guns,
Sit down with a bowl of chips. I'll grab a carrot stick and walk by, and I'll grab an apple slice and walk by, maybe a piece of cheese. We got berries and fruits on there. So yeah, we try to keep it healthy.
And when those things are available, so like when you cut that stuff up and you put it on a table and it's right in front of you and it's available, it's easier to eat. It's easier to pick off of. And before you know it, you have a couple of apple slices, some carrots,
Well, it's
and
prepping.
then you're like, wow, I'm pretty much full. I don't want to eat a cheeseburger because I just had some really nutritious food because it was available.
What is it where you go?
I just bought
Apple.
I just bought Roxy a juicer yesterday, so she's been making juices in the morning also. Carrot and she mixed some. She actually put beets in something this morning, which surprised me, but it was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, and juicing is what do you think about
Jack
certain
LaLanne.
juices?
I remember Jack LaLanne.
I'm not opposed to juicing. I just think that make sure that you're having your whole foods and don't stick to just juicing. You need
Right.
you need
You
your
got to do it
salad.
right because you could get
Yeah.
too much sugar. I think if you did too much fruits, it'd be too much sugar. Or vice versa.
Oh,
It's, you can overdo a good thing. Same thing with protein. If you eat too much protein, you're not working out. That's actually putting on fat.
Right.
Well, what we found too is we've got a big orange tree in the backyard, and the oranges are just dropping off and sitting on the ground rotting. So she actually started collecting the oranges up, and she comes in and she squeezes them out, and we make juice out of those. But
Wow.
they're just going to waste.
I mean, one, you got some beautiful weather in California. You know, you guys, have the orange trees, so you can just go pick it. We have to go to the store and stand online and have to buy it. So you can just get it in your backyard.
Well, typically I'm not a big orange fan, but since they are in the backyard, just actually dropping out of the tree, we're trying to take advantage of it.
What's your daily workout like, Mongo?
I try to hit 2 body parts per day. And it actually kind of depends on what's going on in the gym, because sometimes I can't get on certain equipment, so I'll go do something else. So I don't necessarily have a back and arm day or a leg and chest day. I kind of play it by ear, but I try to hit 2 body parts per day. Try to get at least 3, maybe 4 exercises per body part. It turns out my favorite workout is one I did today is my shoulder workout, because I love doing the putting the weights on the bars and doing sets of shrugs. And I do heavy shrugs, but I've gotten into it. I like it because I've got the shoulder mobility issues. So I try to work out what I can, but I had a good workout today, good shoulder workout.
And it also helps you when Rocky asks you a question, you go, I don't know. I don't know.
I look awesome doing it. I don't know.
How about cardio? Do you do any cardio?
You know what? I do not do cardio. Rocky does. I probably should, but I get bored getting on those treadmills and those bicycles. I don't do it. Yeah, I used to. I mean, back in the day when I had mobility, I'd get on the treadmill and I'd jog for 30 minutes, but can't do it now.
Let's see those muscles, Mongo.
Yeah, she wants to see your guns,
Flex.
man. She
Do
wants
it.
to see your guns.
Flex them. Do it.
I can't make them.
Do it. Do it.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into the Mongo log,
Yes.
because we're all excited about what you are bringing to the table. A lot has gone on this week, man. Yeah, there you go. He's got his guns
Yay!
out. Mongo, so much has gone on in this past week through politics, through everything, through the world. So I'm really interested to see what you got in store for us today. So let me give you the proper intro and bring in the Mongo log, and let's hear what you got to say, brother. Hold on.
All right.
Mongo! Santa Maria! Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo!
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Sideshow, but this is not going to be a current event Mongolog. It's something that I actually did a couple of weeks ago, and so it's dated for today. So we're going to get on with it. It's not current events, but here we go. Today's Mongolog. According to a literal reading of the Book of Revelation, the Antichrist will be personified and appear as an actual person at the final stage of the end time. The time has come. Society is changing. We are on the fast track to changing the way that we do life. It's much more comforting to carry cash for emergencies, but we actually and physically pay for things using a chipped card. Let's face it, carrying the card is much more convenient. Cash is now being phased out and replaced by cards with embedded electronic chips. This is not only what we as individuals are doing, but what our government prefers for us to do. These cards tell interconnected computer networks who we are, where we are, what we like, what we may need, and eventually who we're with. Society now has the technology. Now the worldwide system just needs for us to accept it to be fully implemented. This system can be in place and ready for the enforcement of the mark of the beast, whatever that mark may actually be. Because cash will be gone, it will be easy for those who are in control of us to stop us from buying and selling products, goods, and services if we do not accept the mark. All that they will need to do is simply press a button and our ability to buy and sell can be blocked. I just effing love technology. And my little dog is now barking her mind out, but you'll have to listen to me and ignore the dog. There was a time not too long ago, but maybe before the time of many in our listening audience, when people used to pay for things in actual stores using checks. Personal checks were written out at the checkout stands, and then the clerk would write down the customer's driver's license number and home phone number on the actual check. Now, except for the occasional walk away from the local memory care unit, people writing checks in stores just don't exist. Hell, the 18-year-old clerk might actually not even know what to do if I tried to write a check. More and more people around the world are turning to quick electronic means of payment, and governments and financial institutions worldwide are pushing ahead with encouraging and creating a cashless society. The CEO of Bank of America is calling for and putting the systems in place for a cashless society. The Bank of America estimates that they have spent $30 billion on code over the past 8 years to develop and improve this technological infrastructure. They want a cashless society. Independent research shows that 46% of Americans don't worry about carrying cash. Credit and debit cards are just one option in a growing list of electronic payment options available today. Social cash sharing apps like Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay allow shoppers access to their bank accounts for payments by scanning a code from their smartphone, enabling individuals to repay friends, to split restaurant bills by sending money to each other electronically with the click of a button. A global economy running without physical cash will make it much easier for governments to control capital flow. Make no mistake about it, Big Brother would love to know how and where we are spending our money. What fits best with biblical prophecy is not the continued proliferation of cryptocurrencies, but rather the creation of a central bank digital currency by the United States. As I've said before, digital payments are convenient and efficient. And if there's one thing Americans love, it's innovation and convenience. The Bible foretold that two powerful nations would rise in 1788. One nation would be the leader of a group of nations and become the greatest empire in the world history. The other nation would become the wealthiest and most powerful nation in history. Well, may I present to you Great Britain and the ever-shrinking but once great British Empire and the United States of America. Great Britain used to be the leading nation in the world. Now, especially after Brexit, Great Britain is struggling to find its place in the world. In 2021, the entire world watched as America ran away from Afghanistan as the Taliban reversed decades of war in just a few days. It didn't help that our president at the time was brain dead, and the military leaders that he had appointed were more concerned with the DEI policies as opposed to the security of the United States and its military standing in the world. Now, what is biblical mark of the beast? Just because the word mark would seem to mean a literal mark doesn't mean it's a classical mark in the real life. Now, the mark may actually be a physical brand, but it could very easily be connected to technological advances being made today. The Bible describes the right hand as representing people's ability to actually do things, and the forehead represents people's abilities to think, and their intentions. So in the symbolic sense, the mark represents a way of doing things and a way of thinking about things. The Bible says the beast will put a mark upon people's right hand or their forehead. The ones who don't have the mark will be prohibited from doing business. We are already conditioned to obey laws, signs, present two forms of ID for one thing, one form of ID for another. Now we are supposed to have a real ID or a passport to travel via airplane. We may not consciously know it, but we are being conditioned to show proof of who we are just to make it through our daily lives. There is no deception in forcing people to take a physical mark such as a microchip. Satan is the arch deceiver, and he is not going to force people to take a physical mark. There is no deception in that whatsoever. That is not how Satan works. The next problem with the belief that the mark of the beast being something like a microchip is the fact that governments can force a microchip or ID card or tattoo upon us. We cannot be lost spiritually for something that is forced upon us. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that some kind of technology, like a bank card or ID card, will be associated with the mark of the beast to stop those who refuse the mark from buying and selling or participating in society. But in the end, but in and of itself, technology or any physical mark cannot possibly be the mark of the beast, or can it? Not many of us are required to carry a cell phone, and yet every day more and more people actually do. When I got my first cell phone, that thing went with me everywhere. If I was taking a shower, it was in the bathroom on the sink. If I left the house, it was attached to my belt. Of course, back then, cell phones were a little bit too big to conveniently carry in your pocket. I have since untethered myself from my device. I personally have my cell phone in my truck for emergencies. I do not take it into the gym. I do not take it into stores or people's homes. I have always considered it an electronic leash and have consciously tried to untether myself from it. Now we have biometric technology. Biometric card is designed to digitally encode personal information, fingerprints, photo, and facial profiles. The data stored in a chip attached to the card, which will also contain the holder's name, gender, and date of birth. All of this information will be stored in a presumably safe, secure database. Times are changing right in front of us. Most of us can see this in our homes on a daily basis. The idiot box, as it was called in my house while growing up, or the boob tube, mama's babysitter, or some other term was used for our TVs. The evolution of TV programming has moved so far from its beginning. We at one time had wholesome programming on a very limited number of channels. The show The Honeymooners was considered edgy at one time. Now we have endless satellite or cable access channels, which include sexually explicit programming. Society is becoming numb to what at one time would have been considered obscene. The internet has become society's brain, continuously patrolled by cyberbots that make overt and subliminal connections. The omnipresent search engines, whether they are Google, Bing, or any other countless search engines, extends its reach through search engine optimization. With these enhancements over the past 10 years, not only can they figure out what we'd like to watch or enjoy, they pander to the very needs of what we may or may not want. This is the type of control that the Antichrist is all about. The co-founder of Google has expressed a somewhat scary desire to see the development of a wireless chip to be implanted directly into the human brain. Again, this is the kind of control that the Antichrist is all about. Admittedly, these glorious advancements in technology certainly can make our daily lives more convenient. We are, however, allowing the electronic devices in our lives to tacitly become our subconscious overlords. Technology is a good thing in many instances. Unfortunately, for many people, technology becomes all too convenient. It is slowly controlling how we live our daily lives. No one knows for sure what the mark of the beast will actually be, or possibly you think this is all just bullshit. I will keep my mind open and hopefully free and not become a slave to the potential evil system. And that, my friends, is that. Whiskey improves with age, and I improve with whiskey. My name is Mongo. Whiskey goes in and wisdom comes out. I smoke cigars and I know things. Mongo is out, and now back to you in the studio.
The convenience, you know, we're hearing more and more about the crypto money. What's your thoughts on crypto? I mean, because the government can shut off our bank accounts then.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't understand crypto money. I don't want to understand it. I mean, my understanding is that one of those crypto dollars is worth like $900. I don't understand how that works. I mean, how do you pay for something with crypto? I don't want to know. I want to use cash. I use my bank card all the time, but I pay my my credit card off every month. I don't let the amount roll over. So I use it, but I pay it. And I carry cash with me, but that's as far as I go. I don't like the pretend money thing.
Yeah, do you understand that?
I don't get it. But did you not hear about that story in the news?
Oh, the torture.
Yeah, where the guy
wanted
tortured him for his password or something.
Yeah.
That's
He
wild.
held out. Good for him. He held out.
Yeah, he did.
But those guys are only looking at 30 years. That amazed me. They held that guy for 30 years, looking at 30 years.
I mean, do you understand it a little bit?
I think that when it all boils down to it, I think that the world's looking to eventually go to one type of currency. I think that they're playing with different ideas and different ventures. I've seen where Bitcoin. I've seen it with investments. I've seen it actually, buy real estate. I mean, there's a value there. They're getting closer and closer to regulating it. But once again, I think that a lot of times they're trying to get rid of the paper, and they want one kind of world currency. And I think that that ideology kind of spin from Bitcoin.
Is that a little? But that's kind of scary, though. Yeah. When you think about it, that with the flip of a switch, they could wipe you out.
Yeah.
Sure.
They can shut down.
Same
they did it with the truckers in Canada. I mean, they shut those guys down.
Yeah. I just I don't understand it. I don't know if it's
I
gonna
can't hold it in my hand. I don't get it.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm with you, but for some reason it's the big thing. We getting a little feedback? I don't know if we're getting a little feedback from something, but crypto and Bitcoins are all a matter of convenience. It's probably something that's being shared and spent on like the dark web, probably for a lot of illegal stuff because it can't be traced by the government, or it can't be tracked, or you don't pay taxes on it. I mean, you don't pay taxes on it, right? You can't.
It's coming,
huh?
It's coming.
It's coming, but as of now, you don't pay taxes on it, right?
I don't know enough. I don't know
enough to be dangerous on that.
Yeah,
I don't know enough.
But
No idea.
Apparently, it works for some people. Apparently, it's fucking up a lot of other people.
yeah, well, just you saw it in the news just this past week. Someone got tortured for their password to get it there. I mean, he was tortured for like what, 2 weeks or a week?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. They held that guy captive. I don't know what he had in his crypto account, but
he had like 4 million.
Part of that torture was they made him smoke cocaine.
Oh darn!
Did they really?
Just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
You're staying up all night.
Here, drink this beer.
They had a heart.
Drink this whiskey. Keep drinking this whiskey and smoke this cigar.
Look at these naked pictures too.
Oh man. Well, the world's changing, man. We got to adapt. We got to try to adapt to it, but we got to keep our beliefs as always. We got to do what's comfortable for each and every one of us. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with crypto or bit or anything like that. I want something that's tangible. I want something that's tangible. Yeah. Well, Mongo, once again, man, thank you for some amazing information and sharing it with us because this is your perspective only, and you bring pretty much the truth from all different networks. You bring them into the famous Mongo log, which we care and love about so much.
Well, you're welcome, and I enjoy it.
Well, I thank you, brother.
All right, adios.
Adios, man. Have a good one. Man, that was Mongo with the Mongo log. He brings some insightful shit every month, every week. And he works so hard throughout the day. And I know he'll probably not allow me to. He probably wouldn't mind, but Mongo was an amazing police officer. He was shot 3 times by the cartel. The cartel in front of him killed his partner. He has got so many injuries, but still has an amazing attitude. Comes on here every week and shares his perspectives. So I can't thank him enough for everything he does for us, his community. Everybody does love Mongo. Everybody loves Mongo. And he's the one that gave me my nickname. He gave me my road name, Sideshow. Yep. That's why I would never ever lose that name because it came from him. So thanks again, Mongo, if you're still listening, and enjoy I know he's going to sit back and have a stogie and a drink out on his porch, on his back porch, overlooking his beautiful vineyard out in California. So, man, let me share some events that we got coming up. These are just some quick June events. We got oh no, these are our June guest lineups.
That's
So
guests,
so
yeah.
we are
We have
we
some stuff coming up.
we are packed for the month of June. We got the Honor Riders coming in next week, and if you remember the Honor Riders, we try to have the show from the live
I
show.
know, we got to redo that.
Yeah, so
I
and
think
we
what
had some
happened, we
audio
were out
issues.
We were out at
What's the
Hops and
background on the
Props.
Honor Riders?
The Honor Riders, they go out. They're
They're not an MC.
they're an
They're a
RS
VC.
a VC
A VC.
Okay.
They're a bunch of veterans that get together and basically do it. No other clubs do, but they're just veterans. They don't have all the politics, I guess. Is that why they're a VC? They just like to ride.
They like to ride
and they
support.
Go and support. And so we went to Buffalo Joe's. As you know, we did it. I think what happens, we went to Hops and Props and our shit got like fried in the sun.
You know what happened?
No.
I found out what happened with our.
No, let's make it dramatic. Don't tell them it's simple excuse.
It was definitely operator error on my part because I never turned on the microphones from the computer. I had everything on the mixing board.
No, it fried and it was
yeah.
And we had no control
Yeah.
over what happened.
All I had to do was flip
Sideshow.
All I had to do was flip a switch, and we would have been on air, man. Oh my God! I got home. I got home. I set the whole thing up, and I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with this?" Because Mindy's telling me it's bad wires, it's a bad board, it's bad this. So I'm going through everything. I'm going, I don't know what the hell is wrong. Why ain't I getting any audio? Right. So I go onto the computer. I go into the settings, and the computer settings was turned off. It wasn't. It wasn't set to the.
At least you're
mixer.
pretty.
It wasn't set to the
you're
mixer.
pretty.
Well, thank you. So we got the Honor Riders coming in on June 4th. Then we got the Thin Blue Line LEMC coming in on the 11th to promote their upcoming September golf outing. That was such a success last year. 2 and 4, 5. Yep, that's
Do you
it.
have anybody online, Angelo?
And then on the
we got someone online. No.
And then on June 18th, we got Glenn Lawson. We're going to be bringing in a whole bunch of motorcycle attorneys, and they're gonna.
That should be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But you know what? We're going to open that day up. We're going to open that day up for questions. We're going to have a live line coming in. You just call in and ask your questions on from different perspectives of different motorcycle attorneys. And then on the 25th, we're going to have Todd Dunbar, who you heard the song "Scorched," and we're going to play a song in a little while after before we leave on some of that AI music that he so craftfully puts together. So that's that.
I like it.
We'll go over some summer events. We got the Battling Betties honoring our heroes for roll call on June 19th.
And there's a huge event, July 23rd, and we're going to be in studio.
What's July 23rd?
My birthday.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to bring a cake. All right, it's your birthday. That's gonna be a big one, and it's on a Wednesday.
It's on the show.
Oh man, that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have to get a stripper.
Oh.
Flex, you available that day?
No.
Then we got the Ride for Suicide, man. Tavana Moore lost her husband to suicide about 10 years ago, and since then she has been an advocate and has built up her foundation for suicide prevention over the last 10 years and has helped and saved so many people. And the Ride for Suicide is also on July 19th. Tattoo Mark Foundation, August 9th at All Storage right here in Arlington. And then the Dallas 9/11 Stair Climb, which I participate and MC every year, is going to be on September 6th.
Speaking of the
we got plenty more events as well to come up, but those are the only ones I had written down
Speaking
so far.
of the stair climb, I was talking to my mom down in Daytona. There is a gentleman that's going to be contacting me. They're going to be doing a stair climb event down in Daytona for the first
nice.
time.
Oh, wow.
And it's not going to be a huge stair place, but it's going to be at that tattoo place. My mom did the ice bucket challenge.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
is where
yeah.
they're thinking of
Okay.
doing it. So they're just going to walk those stairs at that place. So I'll give them info of that. So they're going to do a stair climbing thing in Daytona
In honor of 9/11.
Yes.
That anything you can do. Some people there are places in New York, they do a stair climb in some buildings, but there are some places on Long Island that they don't have those tall buildings, but they walk the bleachers.
Yeah,
The high schools, they'll walk the bleachers up and down to remember our fallen, that all our firefighters on 9/11 who were climbing those staircases and perished.
Yep.
Hold on one second. Let's see.
I think that's a great thing for everybody to do. It's seeing like the same thing as like carry the load. You're seeing everybody there.
We're not. Are we? Well, just go. Maybe just check with Angelo right there. Maybe something's wrong on the board. Angelo will be able to help you, and because that font was way too small for me. Oh my God. So you're going to be 26, 23, 22?
Yes.
Yes. Again.
I'll be 43.
43.
I think. Yeah.
Well, I hope you stop growing.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Because you're.
Well,
only...
yeah. No. Now I'm starting to slouch. Now I'm shrinking, unless I put my heels on. Yeah, we'll do something fun.
All right, we will. We'll have a lot of fun. You know what? We're going to take a quick break. We'll take a quick break. Oh no. Oh, okay. We may be getting a phone call.
We're winging it. So, National Hamburger Day. What is your favorite hamburger?
I like Whataburger. I definitely like Whataburger.
No, but on your burger? What do you want? What's your favorite go-to on like burger? What do you put on it? Is it just basic like tomato, ketchup, lettuce?
Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise.
You like your basic all-American burger?
Yeah, I like my all-American burger.
I like a mushroom Swiss.
Ooh.
Or a blue cheese.
Oh, the crumbled blue cheese? Yes. But that's a cool bar burger.
Yeah.
Nice crumbled cheese. Yes. Oh my God.
A 5-napkin.
Yeah.
I need a 5-napkin burger.
I'd rather eat a burger from a bar or I'm not a big fast food burger guy.
I'm not a fast food. When you said Whataburger, I tell you maybe I've had one burger from Whataburger.
Yeah.
Sorry, Texas.
No, but
I have not. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. I like those crumbled burgers. I like that the blue cheese.
And I love bacon, but I do not like bacon on my burger.
Either do I. Because they never get it right.
It's either a sloppy, nasty piece of bacon or it's too crunchy and it fucks up the texture.
Just never gets it right. Yeah, bacon does not belong on a burger.
No, I'll pull it off and put it. I'm like, can you put the bacon on the side?
Yeah.
And can you make it millionaire bacon on the side, please?
How much bacon?
A lot of bacon.
Yeah, no, I'm not big into bacon on my burger.
No. But I'll eat bacon.
But the cheese, the crumbled blue cheese and stuff like that,
melted crumbly blue cheese.
Huh?
So I can work with that.
Yeah, or that it's the Gouda cheese, the white the white Gouda,
Munster, Gouda, feta.
Got everybody going out to buy burgers now because it is National
Burger Day.
But you know what? Tigger's not making burgers tonight. She is making chicken and rice. I love chicken. I could eat chicken all day long.
You eat chicken all day?
I could eat chicken all day.
What kind of chicken?
Chicken and fish.
Chicken and fish?
Chicken and fish.
What kind of fish?
Any fish.
Like just fried fish?
No, not fried.
I feel like Forrest Gump right now. Like fried,
nope,
boiled,
nope,
broiled,
nope,
hand baked, fried baked, top sauteed.
Not fried fish. I like putting fish on a grill or I bake it. So
have you ever had halibut?
Huh?
Have you ever had halibut? Have you ever had halibut cheeks?
No. Halibut cheeks.
Halibut cheeks. Now, I think this is a thing that only Alaskans can get. My dad lived in Alaska.
Right.
And so he got privileges for being there in Alaska. You can get different fish, like you can go dip netting for, salmon, and you can go halibut fishing, but the fishermen keep the halibut cheeks.
Really?
They don't sell that shit.
And
it is like it. They call
is it an appetizer or is it a meal?
You can actually boil the halibut cheeks. You boil it in sugar water. They call it poor man's lobster.
Really?
So good.
Yep. Wow. Never heard of it. Would love but if you can't get it here, right?
No, not anymore. My dad lived in Alaska. He used to freeze dry, send me stuff all the time.
No. Could they get on StreamYard? The one thing that I love, and I got to thank Homie and friends for this. We went out to this Mexican restaurant, and they brought us octopus.
It can't be chewy though.
No, I don't know how it was made. It was the octopus and everything else, and we just cut the legs off, and you ate it, and it was the most amazing piece of fish I've ever eaten before. The texture was fine. It wasn't chewy or gooey or anything like that. It was made perfectly. I never had it before. I always had regular octopus with calamari, but this was an octopus just sitting on a plate, and it was good. Man.
I like adventurous food.
What's your favorite? What you eat a lot of fish?
Oh yeah,
look at him. Does he eat a lot of fish?
I love walleye, and I also love crappie. Those are my two favorites.
I like crappie. I used to do fish.
Redfish.
Crappie.
Redfish is amazing. I love redfish.
Oh yeah.
So we still having problems with our phones. We can't.
Yeah, that's we had 2 people try to call in, and unfortunately,
We down.
Yeah, it's down for the count.
Oh well.
Oh shit.
So if you're tuning in, Tammy, I know that you called in. Thank you.
Yes,
Big
thank you,
Row
Tammy,
from
for
Hawaii. We
calling in.
appreciate you calling in.
But we're having some phone issues.
We're having phone issues.
But you know what we can do is we can send you the link next
We'll do a
week.
video.
We'll send you the link next week to the StreamYard, and then you can video
Next week.
conference in. So just get their email
That's right.
address and
Tammy,
will.
Big Row, I know you're listening. I'll send you the link where we
We'll
can
make
do
sure.
the video next week. I got you. Thanks,
Do a
guys, for
direct
calling
line
in.
from
I
it.
appreciate you.
You know, our viewer base is growing tremendously now with Hawaii watching. You know, we thought, you know, we have everybody from across the pond, from Italy, the UK, England, Switzerland, Germany, and now you know, we really haven't had anybody from Hawaii tuning in.
And I will tell you this is pretty cool. And Big Row would probably kick my Big Row's the smallest out of, I believe, 5 brothers, and I believe his other 4 brothers all have Super Bowl rings. He's the one that didn't, but he's the smallest. And I think Big Row's about 6'6", and then when we were working out together, he was every bit of like 365, just raw muscle.
He's
Big-
Tongan.
and
He's a
he's
big
the
boy.
smallest.
He's the
Tongan?
smallest out of all his brothers. I think that's right.
Is he Tongan?
I don't know. Is he Tongan?
Is he Tongan?
Yeah.
Oh
No.
no. Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
Tongans
the-
are big boys.
And,
Yeah,
I,
those
and I
Tongans
learned
are
from
big
Big Row, you don't call Hawaiian Samoan, you don't call Samoan Hawaiian.
And when he's
know that.
365, you call him whatever he wants
say
to
yes,
be
Dad.
called.
Yeah, first time I ever had to arm wrestle this man. Yeah.
Yeah, 365 is
That's a big
Well, we're
big.
definitely gonna do a video chat with him then.
Yeah,
I mean,
but 365 and healthy. You know,
That boy is-
there's a difference between being 365 sumo fat
Mm-hmm.
or 365 and muscle and lean.
True.
That's all. That's, you know, there's a big difference with that.
True that.
So
But
well-
man, their food is so good in Hawaii.
Oh, it is.
never been.
I've been
There's,
twice.
there's nothing. It's not the healthiest. It's not. It's a big cheat day if I go to
It's so
Hawaii.
good.
Oh,
It's
really?
So good.
It's so good.
Well,
I've been to Maui and Waikiki.
I've never been. You know, it's the 11-hour flight is just something that I don't want to take.
Well, see, that was our halfway point. Me and my father were going to Kwajalein Island to be stationed there as contractors. He was a dentist and I was a dental assistant.
So how long was the flight?
It was 13 hours to Hawaii and then another 13.
Oh,
We flew over the dateline.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
it's a 2-mile island near Guam. It's Kwajalein Island in the atoll, whatever it's called, Marshall
Wow.
Islands Atoll.
And how long were you there for?
A whole summer.
How old were you?
Nice.
I was 20.
How was that experience?
21 for the bartender that was there.
How was that experience
It was
over there? It's got to be
fantastic.
amazing.
It was awesome. I literally like lived on the beach. I learned to get scuba certified through Patty. I went and saw an old warship 101 feet down in the ocean. I got to do deep sea fishing every day I wanted to.
Wow.
Lived on the beach, got fresh seafood and grilled it on the sand. I mean, it was the best.
That's
why my
cool.
dad's like working at the dentist office, 'cause he was a full bird colonel and he was a dentist in the army.
Right.
So he was there and they're like, oh, I'm bringing my dental assistant, but she's not working.
Oh, she's on the beach eating and
living-
having,
we
you're
lived in
living a life,
We
man.
lived in an old Airstream trailer right on the water.
Wow.
It was awesome.
Very, very cool. Very cool, man. You know, and that's what making the experiences are all about, man. You don't want to sit on your couch and just sit home and watch TV. You know, get out there and enjoy the experiences of life. You know, we don't know when, you know, our life is going to end. It could end tomorrow. The world could end tomorrow. So you want to experience today. You want to enjoy today. You want to live each day and its moments to the fullest.
I agree with you. I mean, that's why you have so many motorcycle riders out there. Think about this: the experiences, the memories that you make on your bikes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I got for last Christmas, but I can tell you 5 years ago what we did on our motorcycle.
Right.
So it's about making those memories, that quality time. So yeah, I agree with you.
And everything's different. You know, every day you could take the same route on your motorcycle each and every day, and something is going to be different. And you're going to see something different. You're going to notice something different. You notice stuff on the bike that you'll never ever notice inside a cage driving down the road. You know, you get to see, if you're going through the country, you get to see the beautiful scenery. If you're going through even the city, you get to see buildings and architecture, and you get to see landscape that you never even noticed that was there.
Yeah.
So once again, but be safe out there. You got to ride safe. So once again, man, just check us out, the 99% Radio Network. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube. Go to our webpage.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all the other social media.
Go to the OBBM Network, and you can check us out on Apple TV and Roku TV each and every week.
Like, share, follow.
Yeah, like, share, follow, man.
That's how we keep going.
We're growing. We're growing. We're getting bigger and better. But we are here for you. We're your voice. You're the motorcycle community, the Jeep community. Wherever the rubber meets the road, and we make a difference. We are here.
Mini bike.
Anything to close out there, Flex?
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Anything to close out?
Take your shirt off. Just kidding. Be kind.
With that note, if you could be anything in this world, be kind. Peace.